Okay, so we're back once again doing character creation. I've already rolled everything, so I'm just going to be going over it real quick. The big four, I rolled a 2, a 3, a 5, and a 6. So for this character, I'm going to figure out what's the most important feature for them: knowledge, perception, charisma, or body. For Rashmet, that would be charisma. So charisma gets the 6. Okay. 5 goes to perception, 3 to knowledge, and 2 to body. Okay. And then for the smaller ones, we got 4 1s, 3 2s, 4 3s, a 4, 2 5s, and 2 6s. It's veering a little bit on the low end, but that's fine, it happens. So I'm just gonna go through and add those up. Okay, so we've got those. Normally, like I did last time, we would just go across and add it. So that would turn into 5, that would turn into also 5, 3, 3, this would be 9, etc, etc, etc. However, this time around we're doing bonuses. So for that, we've got 3 different types of bonuses, which give you basically 4 sets of 2 points each. One of those is a little bit more complicated, but I'll go into that eventually. First of all, we've got the profession proficiency. What can I say? I like my alliteration. So profession proficiency is basically any abilities you've gained in your history with a job or a career. Now you can just abuse these and say, oh, well, I might be a bard, but I already put plenty of points into that. So instead I'm going to use profession proficiency to give me sociology background or something like that. So I just gave them names to give you an idea of what they're for. You can just use the bonuses however you'd like for your character creation. So for this character, we've got age advantage, profession proficiency, and the biology bonus. The professions, I'm not liking the alliteration anymore. Profession proficiency gives you a +2 to any one section. So for this specific instance, that's going into performance. So Rashmet gets a +2 with the profession proficiency. I'm using pencil, so it's harder to see everything, sorry. And then next is age advantage, which is things that you learn growing up. For that, that's actually going into sociology. So that is +2 age advantage. Then we got the biology bonus. There are 2 ways you can do the biology bonus. I'm just going to do the most straightforward. It gives you +4 points total. You can split this up if you want into like 1 and 3 or 4 all in one. I usually do another 2 +2 bonuses. So for the biology bonus, that is going into dexterity and reputation. there is another way to do that. The biology bonus, if you decide you don't want to do this, if that doesn't happen, what you would do instead is you would get to do an even exchange of up to 6 points. That means I have point bartering, so you can trade points from one spot to another, but it is always at a disadvantage. So it's a 3-to-2 ratio, rounding away from your advantage if it's an even number. So if you just want 1 point, suppose I wanted to put another point into meteorology, right? But it's just a 1 point. However, I would need to cancel out 2 points from somewhere else to put it there. But if I wanted 2 points in meteorology, I would only cancel out 3 instead of 4. Do you see? So it's 3-to-2, or 1.5-to-1, but there's no half point, so it rounds to the 2. Does that make sense? You can't answer me. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so we're not doing that for this character. Hopefully I explained that well enough for you. So I'm just gonna go through and do this. I explained everything. Okay, so that's that. Something else of importance: no matter who your character is or where they're from, they need to have some sort of relationship with faith, superstitions, a god or goddess, some sort of deity. It doesn't matter what it is. You can be a strict atheist. You can believe in gods but think that they're assholes. You can follow a specific god and hate other gods. It is up to you how your character interacts with the supernatural, but they need to have a set, they need to have some sort of interaction. And I need to know that. It is important, but I can't tell you why. So for Rashamet, they they don't strictly follow any of the gods, but they do feel a connection with a god of fair trade. Technically of blood oaths, but they don't really do that anymore. I forget his name, I can look it up. God of fair trade. God of fair trade is Matta, Matta. So that's the most important information. You should also have, background, family, where they're from, what their job is, things like that. That's all stuff that you create yourself, and it will vary greatly from person to person, character to character. But this is all the information that I will need as your game master. I am the master of the game. Anyway, I hope I didn't speak too quietly for you to hear in this. I hope it works out well. Let me know if you have any questions.